Good evening. Welcome to my letter from the light side on the 23rd of December 2021. My name's Annie Conboy. I'm an intuitive medium and psychic, and I'm hoping this evening to bring you some messages of love and support from our guides and inspirers and all of the loved ones who surround you at this time. Sorry, I'm just having a little cough because the link's coming in. I've hopped on a little bit early tonight because after this I'm actually going to put my feet up for a week. Yes. And have lots of pyjama days and time with the dog. So lovely to see you. Thank you if you're watching live. Hi Fiona, lovely to see you. I hope you're well. Des is there, and there was another lady as well who came on straight away. Thank you very much. I know this is a bit of an unexpected time. So I'm live here on Facebook and I'm live on YouTube. And this isn't really about individual messages, but I do hope that you can take something from whatever is said in this channeling, and that your loved ones come through and perhaps put something in the message that makes sense for you. Well, all I can say is, I will be so happy when we get to 9 o'clock tomorrow night. All of the heavy energy will switch off and we'll find ourselves being able to breathe. We've had a wonderful period of celebration, festive celebration. I have my sort of Christmas stroke Yule jumper on, my beautiful stag. We've had lots of festivals, lots of ceremonies and celebrations about the return of the light. We're now into the days going longer in the northern hemisphere. Similarly, in the southern hemisphere, things are going to get darker and darker in terms of the amount of light that's coming through. But whatever the amount of light and dark, what is really important is to understand it's about balance. So this week you might have found yourself trying to juggle, trying to balance everything, trying to decide, is this absolutely necessary in my life? Does this stress matter? And what can I let go? What little things can I let go? Of course, we have had a most wonderful full moon energy. I experienced it as golden energy pouring in through me and out through my legs and feet. So you might have found a few nights where you're a bit restless or didn't sleep particularly, because you might have felt like your legs and feet were like a bit on fire and wondered, what on earth is that? Well, it's the beautiful golden energy that's being transferred to us from the angels and archangels, from that lovely angelic realm, helped by all of the star beings who are gathered around to help us in this time of change and transition. And if you can hear a bit of snorting, it's because the dog's decided that he doesn't want to listen to me, he doesn't want to lie down and relax, he wants to go on a hunt for whatever he can find. So life's a bit like that this week. You might have found things weren't going as planned, or the unexpected was happening, your diary getting rearranged, things happening in a different sequence to what you thought they might happen. And again, sometimes this wonderful full moon energy stirs us all up a little bit, or creates a positive turbulence, because actually, if you pause and think about it, you might have found that this week everything worked out perfectly, but just not in the way you thought it was going to work out. And this is for me, always makes me smile. The way that the return of the light manifests is that things kind of swap and change, and I think, oh right, okay, that mustn't be that happening now, and then it happens another time, and it's like it's a wonderful kind of progression and an acknowledgement that really it's much better if we don't try and control it. It's much easier if we just let the love flow, if we do what feels right when it feels right. Now I've got a dog climbing up trying to get things. No. Sorry, I wish you could see him. He's just decided he'd climb up on a chair and see if he could get onto the dresser. I have an adventure dog. So setting that aside, the other thing that you might have found this week is a bit of lightness of spirit, because this beautiful positive energy that's been coming in that flow from the full moon. We still have we still have several challenging aspects. Can't even get the word out. Rafe's laughing his head off at the dog. I've told Rafe to look after the dog, and Rafe's just killing himself laughing. He's no help at all. We do have some more challenging aspects that astrologically that are going to make us think long and hard about choices that we're making. That energy of change hasn't let up. It's eased, but it hasn't let up really. And we're going into a new year, a new phase. So we're being prompted to work out what it is we want, what we're going to do, how we're going to handle ourselves, interestingly. Rafe's been talking to me this week. I have heard for about the 16 millionth time that beautiful song The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's cropped up in really unexpected random ways, and Rafe's been reminding me and encouraging me, you know, we have got challenges, we have got things that we've got to deal with, but we are a most inventive human race. We are a creative race, that we can apply that power of love to change things in such a positive way, and that we don't have to think that all is doom and gloom. I know I've said this before, but he's really brought it back to me this week to encourage me to see the uncertainty as the way that love is working through, to see the ways in which we are building communities. He got me sitting down this afternoon, first time I've sat down all week, and I was watching a Christmas movie, and every Christmas movie is sort of the same plot, but it was just lovely, rather cheesy. But me and my daughter watched it and stuck with it, and at the end of it went, oh. Because what it reminds us at this time of the year is it reminds us to be more outward, to recognise our connection to others, to remember the love that we can share with one another, that actually our humanness has one stellar gift, and that is the gift of being able to give and receive love. And no matter how cheesy the programme or the film or the whatever, I'm waiting for Scrooged. I love Bill Murray, and it's done so well. And again, it's that wonderful recognition of no matter how cranky and quirky and horrible and whatever we can be as humans, we can also be really powerful beings. I don't know what the dog's found, but he's having fun. He's loving it in his own way. So it's reminding ourselves that whatever that energy is that challenges us, so long as we can love ourselves and use our creativity, we will know that we can overcome that. We'll know that we can work it out. And it's wonderful when we all work it out together, because that gives us a shared feeling of love and a shared sense of community. This is the absolute best time to remember that we are part of a community. Rafe was reminding me I haven't done my Christmas cards for my neighbours yet. They will have to be done. That, you know, we can pop a card through a neighbour's door. We don't have to have one back, but we can still send that greeting out. We can smile at people in the street. It's amazing how many people want to chat about the dog, and you know, stop and have a little chat and lift each other and smile and just enjoy that human connection in the same way that we can enjoy that spirit connection, that connection with the non-physical beings. I've had a bit of conversations with my family in spirit this week, just reminding them. Some of them have been in dream, because they don't all come in while I'm awake. Some of them prefer to come in when I'm in dream. So I've had some interesting dreams with my loved ones featuring in them, and kind of encouraging me and saying, you know, don't consider the world is lost. Don't consider that you know, humanity's done for. We have far more good in the world than we recognise, because all we're fed is the stuff that isn't right. All we're fed is the challenges we face. And yeah, we do have to have those, but it's also good to see the good. And actually, I wish 25 minutes of the news was for the good and 5 minutes for the stuff that's not so good. You know, it would really help us to see how kind people are. When I was in the supermarket at the beginning of the week, there were donation baskets for the food centres and help the homeless and things like that, and they were packed with beautiful things. You know, useful some things, but other things were pure treats. Lots of boxes of chocolates and biscuits. How wonderful that people feel to give those things, to remind people that someone somewhere cares. Food banks, someone somewhere cares. Now, we might argue it's crazy to have food banks, you know, when you're a wealthy nation. Why should you? But on the other side of it, we've got them, so let's not ignore them. Let's donate a little bit. Let's maybe give a gift to a favourite charity. You know, it's not all about spending on me or spending on families. It's also about thinking, well, can I give a little bit more? Can I increase my sense of community by buying a gift for a donation to charity? It's a wonderful thing to create that sense of community. And I know I'm so fortunate that I have all these non-physical beings around me who make a wonderful community for me to be part of and me to share with, and for me to share out with you through these letters from the light side. So it's really lovely to start a habit of building community. That's a wonderful thing that often arises out of this time of year, all these beautiful festivals of light, reminding us that there is a beautiful love underpinning everything, a shared humanity, a common heritage, and that the love that we can bring because of that is amazing. Sorry, I'm just going to rescue. Come on. Oh, thank you. That's very good. Let's move that. Come on back here. Come on. I've got a dog sharing community by chewing my paintings. I'll get his toy and see if I can distract him. So it's really a special time to enjoy at the moment. Whatever the energies that are going around that may manifest themselves. It is a time to look at what we can build together rather than what we leave undone. It's a time to look at how we send that love out in a loving vibration ourselves, and how we draw back that loving vibration, to take a few moments and recognize our compassion and kindness. I feel so, I always feel at this point, as we're just about to tip into the lightness of the new year, there's always hope. There's always a wonderful beginning ready, just waiting round the corner. There's always that opportunity to do it a little bit differently, and very much to remind ourselves to love ourselves and love others in equal measure and balance it. I was talking today with someone about one of the things that I try to do every single month is give myself some kind of treatment. It might be go and have a pedicure. It might be to have a little bit of healing. It might be a facial, or it could be just going and having a wonderful walk somewhere, or getting out and getting to the top of the hills and just looking around. Something that reminds me to love me, and something that reminds me that the world is a beautiful place. And I've got Rafe singing, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Because that's what we do live in. When the light is with us and we can see the darkness lift, when we step outside of the drama, we've got this wonderful world full of wonderful people, wonderful animals, and wonderful, beautiful nature that we can enjoy. And it doesn't cost anything. It's there. It's there for all of us. And it's there to remind us that we are greater than just one individual. We're greater than 10 individuals. We're greater than money. We're greater than fame. We're greater than power. When humans are together in that wonderful zone of love, there is nothing better, nothing whatsoever. And all through December, I've been thinking about family and friends, and really counting my blessings that I have a wonderful family. I have amazing friends. I have so many people, whether it's my students, whether it's work colleagues, whatever it is. I have an amazing life because I have all these wonderful, amazing people in my life, and I have that connection to the earth, and I have the animal kingdom well and truly. There's something so special, so uplifting, and so hopeful. So it doesn't matter what I'm facing. It doesn't matter what's coming next. Whatever challenges I need to deal with, I will deal with through the love of the good and kind people around me. I'll deal with them through the love of my family and friends. I will make it through to the other side of whatever the challenge is. Just like all of us will make it through the climate change, the COVID, the imbalance of money, the political situations. We'll make it through because humanity always does. We won't self-destruct, even though at times we appear to be heading to that. We won't self-destruct. That's what's brilliant about being human. That's what's brilliant about just being able to connect with all these beautiful beings and convey their love and their words of wisdom to you. I don't have much to say about the energy next week because Rafe is saying everybody needs to take a chill pill and just allow yourself to have a wonderful time. Just take it easy. Just bask in that hope and that love. And remember the ones in spirit. They're so much present at the moment. I know they all piled into the room last week and they're here again. Wanting to tell you, no matter how distant they're passing or recent they're passing, they're okay. They're beaming their love through to you. They're beaming their happiness through to you. They don't have our pains and woes. They have a different existence, a really beautiful and positive existence. So don't fret or worry over them. They know you miss them, but they miss you too. And what they will do is remind you that at some point, when the time is right, you will all be reunited. And there'll be one hell of a party when that happens. So, as you party or chill or whatever this season, this next week, remember your loved ones are there with you, partying or chilling along. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in live, and thank you for the Christmas wishes. I'd love to say my own Christmas wishes and send on the blessings back to you. To all who watch on Catch Up, whenever you manage to get this, I send you the best of wishes for a beautiful Christmas tide. I hope that the light shines brightly on you and your days are filled with love. I'll be back next week at the proper time, apparently. So take care, everyone, and have a wonderful week. Bye. Bye-bye.